everyone. So today I have my US haul for you all. I picked up a few things on my trip to the States earlier on in the year, so I thought I might show you guys what I picked up. I didn't get a lot of cosmetics, just based on the fact that I am decluttering. So I have been kind of cutting down on my collection, and I'll kind of show you where I'm at with that in one of my upcoming videos as well. But I did pick up a few things. The prices are just a lot better in the States, and I qualified for my VIB Rouge discount because they give you like a 10% discount when you're coming up to meet your level again for the next year. So I did qualify for that, so I did end up picking up a couple of things on discount. I also got a couple of things at MAC because I get 40% off at MAC in the States instead of 30%, which is what I get here in Australia with my pro discount. And the funny thing about that is the prices are like half the price already, so it's a lot better for me to pick things up. So I did pick up a few things while I was in Vegas for that little bit as well, because the tax is cheaper there too. So yeah, I've got a couple of things to show you. First of all, this is my new lighting setup. Please let me know what you think, because this is the first time I'm really filming one of these videos in front of this lighting setup. I had a bit of a disaster with the lighting before we left, and the videos that I ended up filming before we left ended up being unusable. So I kind of tweaked it again, and I think that I've gotten it right this time. But please let me know what you think, and I'll keep tweaking it. And I'm just going to get into the haul. It's mostly a Sephora and MAC haul. They're the two places that I go the most. So yeah, let's just get into it. The first thing that I picked up was the Kate Somerville Retinol Dermal Quench Liquid Lift. Now I use the regular Dermal Quench. I love the Dermal Quench product. It's just really great at solving any issues with dehydration, and my skin really is quite dehydrated. So this actually includes retinol as well, which is great for refining pores and kind of refining the skin and getting rid of any kind of discoloration, getting rid of any kind of unusual texture. It also kind of helps with fine lines and things as well. So I picked this one up. I have used this a couple of times. I didn't notice that it dried out my skin all that much, which retinol kind of has a tendency to do. But because this is combined with the Dermal Quench product, I'm guessing that that's why it doesn't dry the skin out. So I was really happy with this. I also picked up the Dr. Brandt Oxygen Facial. This is one of the kind of foaming facial masks. So you put a layer on your skin and it kind of bubbles up, and then you remove it. Really moisturizing, really good for kind of really tired, dehydrated skin. So I really like masks like this for when I'm traveling. So this has been really nice. It kind of just puts a bit more oxygen into your skin and just makes it really nice and kind of soft, I feel. This is more of a moisturizing kind of product rather than kind of a detoxifying mask. So really like that for something different. I also picked up the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion. So this is the Microdermabrasion scrub. This is the age-defying exfoliator. This has a really nice fine crystals in it. It's a really great scrub. I used to use it when I worked at Mecca years and years ago. It has a really nice kind of citrusy scent, and it's just really nice and invigorating. And I find this is really good for when I'm noticing that my pores are looking a little bit clogged. And I had some really big issues with my skin while I was over in the States. My skin was just dehydrated from all the travel because it was winter as well. I didn't have the full complement of skincare that I usually have when I'm here, and my skin's pretty trouble skin anyway. I had pretty bad acne when I was growing up, and now and then once I got that treated, it kind of ended up my skin ended up being a lot drier in the end. So I really like this for kind of giving my skin a boost. It's really nice to use to kind of energize you as well, because it's got that really nice citrusy scent. But the crystals in this are the finest that I've ever seen, and it's just really nice and kind of buffing, and it doesn't feel like it's, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's scratching your skin, but it feels like it's doing something. So I really like that. I also picked up the Boscia Luminizing Black Mask. This is one of the peel off masks. Now I picked this up because I thought that it would be really good for detoxing skin, and it is. My partner really likes it because I used it on him as well, because he gets quite clogged pores, but I just felt like this was kind of, it's a little bit harsh because it's a peel off mask. I feel like it adheres just that little too much, and the cleaning effect that it has on the pores is kind of that pore strip feeling. So if you really like pore strips, you're going to love this. My skin is quite, I guess it's quite fine. I have quite fair skin, so it is quite thin, and I just find that I get broken capillaries really easily, and I feel like this is something that could contribute to broken capillaries. I have used it, I did like it. I especially like it for over the nose, chin, and just on the forehead here, but I wouldn't put it all over my face again. I just feel like it could be a little bit harsh on kind of finer or more sensitive skin. I don't have sensitive skin, it's just quite fine, that's all. But yeah, my partner really loves this. If you have really oily, quite clogged skin, this is going to be fantastic for you because it just removes everything. Another skincare item, the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Face Butter. While I was over in the US, I was watching a few YouTube videos, and this had just been released from memory, and it just intrigued me because of how dehydrated my skin had become, and this is actually really nice. It absorbs really nicely. I wouldn't recommend this for oily skin. I just feel like it's that little bit too heavy, but it is really nice for normal to dry skin. So this one is a really nice product. It's got this nice whipped texture to it, and it doesn't really have a scent. I just feel like it's a really nice product for putting over active serums. I also picked up the Josie Maran Argan Milk product. I went in originally looking for the Argan Oil Light because my skin was kind of getting so dehydrated, and the lady at Sephora actually recommended the Argan Milk to me instead, and I'm really happy that she did. It's got that really nice kind of silky kind of whipped texture the way that the face butter does. So I really enjoy this. I've used it a couple of times because I came back to kind of warmer weather here. I didn't really keep using it as much when I got back, but I am going to start using it again now that it's coming into winter. It is really nice for hydrating, especially if you don't like that really oily feeling on your skin. This doesn't leave that oily feeling on your skin the way that the actual argan oils do. So I really enjoyed this. It feels really nice and soothing and hydrating, but it also feels just weightless on the skin, which is nice. I picked up two of my favorite deodorant, the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. That it's always a staple. You can't get it here in Australia, so I always pick it up when I go over there. I also grabbed a couple of Tatcha products because they don't really sell all of the Tatcha range over here in Australia. Mecca does stock the Tatcha like the blotting papers, the oil blotting papers, but they don't stock the skincare. So I picked up a couple of the skincare items, and they are always packaged so beautifully. Now this is the polished rice enzyme exfoliator. This is actually my backup because I used it quite a lot while I was over there, so I decided to buy a second one. So the other one's in my bathroom cabinet, but the packaging on this is just so gorgeous. This product is really nice. It's a powder, so you empty the powder into your hand. You put a couple of drops of water in there, and you turn it into a foam, and you just buff your skin with it. I don't find it drying, and I find it quite mildly exfoliating, which is really nice. It just kind of buffs your skin, but it leaves it with this nice kind of silky texture. It's not a product that rinses clean the way that like a foaming cleanser would, for example. I really like this. So it's a really nice luxurious product. It is quite expensive for what it is, but the because it's got the rice enzymes in there, it is exfoliating too, so that is really nice. So much so that I purchased a backup, so I was really happy with that. The next product that I picked up was the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Now it has been really popular on YouTube, and I really like it. It is really nice for giving a kind of glowy look to the skin in a different way than Fix Plus does. This gives a little, it's not shiny at all, but it gives a brightness to your skin rather than that kind of that wet look, the way that Fix Plus does from MAC. So I really like this. It's really nice and brightening. You've just got to be sparing with it, that's all, because too much can make you look quite oily. But I have used quite a bit so far, and I've really been liking it, especially over more of a powdery finish as well. But you can use it under your foundation as well to kind of give your skin the additional kind of moisturizing benefits, because it is made to hydrate the skin as well. So you can use it as a finishing spray over your makeup to make it look more glowy and more bright, or you can use it as something that moisturizes your skin before putting on makeup as well, and it will give you that brightening effect. The rest of the products look like they're makeup products. Now, I'm just going to disclaimer this. I actually picked up a couple of lip products while I was over there. When I say a couple, a few lip products while I was over there. Now, I kind of regret it because I came back from the States newly engaged, and I decided, okay, we're having a destination wedding, I'm going to do my own makeup. I'm going to start to find the makeup products that I want to be wearing now. So we've got over 12 months to go until we actually get married, but I wanted to get everything sorted straight away as much as I could, because everything is going to be done overseas. I just want to be organized. I had been hunting for the perfect lipstick for my wedding day. I wanted something that wouldn't kiss off, because Josh hates it when I kiss him and color is left over. He always wipes his lips off, which is, it's funny, but he tries to avoid kissing me if I have lip product on. And I wanted to find something that had a really nice kind of natural looking color, and I just wanted to find something that was just nice and long wearing that I didn't have to worry about or touch up on the day. I also wanted something that was glossy, but that would wear for a long time and not kiss off, and that's really difficult to find. So I have been trying a lot of lipsticks, and I actually found one that I was really happy with, but it's making me regret all of my purchases prior to that, because I found the Lip Sense range, and I had seen all of these like videos on Facebook and YouTube and stuff. I've fallen absolutely in love with it. It's just amazing, because I've been wearing it every single day. I've got a few colors now. I started out with the one that I thought that I wanted for my wedding, and I've just added to my collection. But the colors are just amazing. They just don't come off. It's just fantastic. But now I'm regretting the purchases that I actually made while I was on my holidays. That said, it's going to make my decluttering job a lot easier, because honestly, since I've been using these colors, I haven't been using any of my other lipsticks, and it just seems so wasteful, and it's so regretful, because I've never found a lipstick that can be glossy but also long wearing, because I like a glossy lip product. So all of the other long wearing lipsticks that I have, I don't like them anymore because they're so matte, and these ones can be glossy or matte because they've got both options, and it's changed my outlook completely on makeup. And now I've got these products, and although I like them, I don't know, I'm just gonna have to use them more, I suppose, and just do more tutorials and just kind of fall back in love with them, because the first thing that I picked up was the No Lip Gloss from Perricone, and I actually have the No Lipstick, and prior to finding the Lip Sense products, that was my absolute favorite everyday lipstick. It was just beautiful. It was really easy to put on, it was hard to make a mistake, and the gloss is very similar. So I really do still like these products. I've just found something that kind of suits my lifestyle a little better in the Lip Sense products, just because they last for such a long time and they just don't come off. I can eat multiple meals in them, and I work long days, as you guys know, and I don't have to touch up my lipstick throughout my whole shift, which is amazing. It means that I can eat my 2 meals at work and still not have to touch up my lipstick, so I don't waste any time doing stuff like that. So yeah, I really love these products, but I'm just loving something else a little bit more, which is such a shame and just it just feels so wasteful to me. But you guys know better than anybody, I am an absolute beauty junkie, so hey, it is what it is. I also picked up the two of the Bite holiday duos. I got the Latte and Cortado and the Holly and Tannin. These Bite lipsticks are beautiful and creamy and really nicely pigmented. They just go on the lips really nicely, and these are really nice for travel because they've got the two colours. So Latte and Cortado are your nice kind of nude colours, and then Holly and Tannin are your really kind of red kind of berry kind of colours. I also grabbed one of the Becca nude liners. Now, I made the mistake of not actually trying this until I had left the States. The lids aren't very secure on these, but this kind of nude colour on the end, it's got a nude pencil. That is actually really, really good for highlighting the Cupid's bow, so I can still use that. This one is in the colour Fondant, very similar to Whirl lip liner, I find. I just think that that's a really similar colour to that lip liner, so that one is a really, really nice colour because Whirl is one of my favourite lip liners as well. So I also picked up the Too Faced Melted Peony. So this is one of the melted lipsticks. It's in the colour Peony. It's this really nice kind of soft pink kind of colour, like Your Lips But Better kind of colour. The only problem that I have with this, and it is beautiful, it's a really nice creamy product, it's not drying, it gets that white line on the inside of your lips, and it's not something that sets up and is kiss proof either, so I don't like it when I get that white line on the inside. I just feel like it looks really dirty. So I'm not a huge fan of these, and I have another colour as well, and I've got to admit I'm just not a big fan. I think the other colour is Chihuahua. I just feel like they're beautiful colours. I feel like they're a beautiful texture, a really beautiful product apart from that white line, which just makes me cringe every time I see it. So that's the only problem that I've got with these, so I know that I won't be purchasing them again. I also picked up the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This product, and I know I've got all of these things in boxes, but I have been using them. This product is amazing, and I'm talking amazing under every foundation. It keeps your foundation on for a really long time. It's a fantastic primer. It fills in pores. It also gives you a really beautiful luminous finish. It is just a perfect primer to me if you want something that is maybe a little bit more effort. I have the Smashbox Primer Water as well. That one is my very no fuss, keeps your makeup on all day kind of primer. This is a little bit more work because it gets your hands all pearly. But it is a beautiful product. It just, everything just sticks to it like a magnet, and it just gives that really beautiful finish under any foundation if you're after that kind of look. And it's not as full on as mixing their shimmering skin perfectors into your existing primers, because I still found that quite full on. So I really, really love this. This is a really beautiful product. It's what I had hoped that the shimmering skin perfectors would be, mixed with a primer that I already had, so that is amazing. I also picked up two of the Becca Beach tints. So I picked up one in Watermelon. This is one that I've had before that I actually used the whole tube of, so I picked that one up because it's such a nice colour. It's just that really nice kind of natural flush colour. And I picked up Dragon Fruit as well, which is this really nice kind of brighter pink. So I really like those kinds of colours. This one's got more of that kind of peachy look to it, and the Watermelon colour has that really kind of berry natural flush look to it, which is nice. I also picked up the Cover FX custom cover drops in N25. These are awesome. I've been using these mixed with a few different foundations, and I really, really like them. So I have just used these with my existing foundations, but I also picked up the anti-aging primer from Cover FX as well. Now, standalone, this primer is amazing. I really, really like it. It fills pores, it has that really smoothing effect to it, but I'm not sure how I like them mixed together. The only reason I picked this up is because Tati mentioned that she loved the Cover FX drops mixed in with this primer. maybe I'm not using them right, or maybe my skin wasn't in the right condition when I was using it. But I'm not sure how I feel about that as yet. But yeah, I've got that one as well, the anti-aging primer. I picked up a backup of my Hourglass Arch sculpting brow pencil. This one's in the color Warm Brunette. I have quite a warm hair color, so I like to get something a little bit warmer than my brow color. So this is the Arch pencil. It's my favorite pencil. I will no longer purchase the Anastasia one because I like this one so much more. I just find it really easy to use, and the color is really nice. It comes off really easily. I just feel like I don't have to use as much product, which is good. I also grabbed 2 of the Makeup Forever HD foundation sticks. I got the color 117 and 125. I just find that I need something a little bit lighter in winter and a little bit darker in summer, so I picked up 2 different colors. I really like these. They are very emollient, so if you have really oily skin, they're not going to suit you, but I really do like the texture of this. If your skin is looking good, it will make your skin look absolutely flawless, and I feel like it wears really nicely, and it just looks beautiful on camera, but it can grab onto dry patches, and it isn't good for oily skin because it's so emollient. So you really do have to have your skin in a really good condition to be using it, but it is a really, really nice product if you do have that skin type, like a normal skin type. I don't find it sits in pores. I just find that it really smooths the skin, and it looks fantastic on film, which is nice. Now, I also picked up a couple of products from MAC. If you watched my travel video, you know that I picked up Whirl lipstick as well, but I don't have that here. It is just now kind of in my collection. So these are the products you haven't seen. I picked up a few brushes while I was over there, only because I'm thinking about getting rid of all of the brushes that I've got that shed, because I've got a lot of brushes that shed. So I'm thinking of getting rid of the ones, especially with black hair, that shed and get the black hairs all over your face. So I picked up quite a few brushes. I picked up the MAC 135, which is kind of a white powder brush, which is really nice and soft. Now, from my experience, the ones with the white hairs, they don't shed as much as the ones with the black hairs, and I'm just kind of going backwards and forwards, and I'm not seeing any kind of flyaway hairs, so that's positive. I might replace a couple of my shedding brushes with this one. Then I picked up 2 of the 133 cheek brush. This is just a nice kind of just flat paddly brush. Now, I picked this up because I like this for blush, but I also picked it up because I think it'll be a good highlighter brush as well. I picked up 2 of the 221 brush. These are new. They just came out when I was over there, so I thought I might as well grab them while I'm over there because I get the bigger discount. So this is a really nice kind of more, I don't know, kind of a finer crease brush. So this is kind of finer than anything that MAC has had before, so I got that one. I also said in my travel makeup video that I picked up 2 of the 242 brush. This is kind of just a synthetic paddle brush. It's really good for packing on colour and getting a really nice depth of colour on the lids. So I really like that. I really like those brushes for my Viseart palettes. I just find that the Viseart shadows need a little bit more work to get them really nice and opaque. And I also picked up a 215 brush, which is a really nice kind of, one of these stubby kind of shader brushes, really good for buffing out in the crease or kind of laying down colour in the crease as well. I also picked up the Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. I've heard really good things about this, and I tried it and it lasted just as well as any other eye base that I had encountered, and it grabs onto pigment really nicely. Once I finished with my NARS Pro Prime, the white one, I'm not going to repurchase that. For the price, I just kind of prefer something that I can get pro discount on. So far so good with this. I have tried it out, but I'll let you know how I go. I also picked up a couple of pans from MAC, so some shadow colours. I got Gleam, which is this really nice kind of pinky shimmery colour. I also picked up Honey Lust, which is a really nice shimmery color as well, a nice kind of warm champagne-y color, I suppose. And I also picked up Rule, which is a nice kind of warm orange color. When I was on my way out of the States, I picked up the Chanel Sunkissed Ribbon blusher. These are like their seasonal blushes. I've always had a lot of luck getting limited edition seasonal colors from LAX duty free. They just seem to have everything in stock, and the Chanel blushes are really quite nice. So I picked up this one, and it's just that really nice kind of ribbon effect there, and it's a really kind of peachy pinky color. I really like the color. I really loved the last seasonal one that they did a couple of years ago that was kind of different lines across the blush, and this one is just as beautiful. I really like these because you can kind of mix up the colors to kind of make something that suits you a little better as well. So that's a really nice touch. But Chanel products are beautiful. You pay for them to be beautiful, but they are a really gorgeous quality product. So I really love that. I also forgot two things. So I picked up two of the Stila liquid lip colors, one in Patina and one in Dolce. And I can tell you now that these are already a huge regret. I really don't like these. I find that they're really thick, and I find that they're really dry. They settle into my fine lines and my lips after a little while, so I really didn't like these. I just think that to me, they're not the best liquid lipsticks out there. They are very opaque, they're very pigmented. I just feel like they're just too thick, too dry for me, and because they settle into the lines on my lips, they're not something that I'm going to use. And I have quite a big smile, so I do have quite bunched up lips, if that makes any sense. So I do have a lot of lines on my lips, and I didn't get along with these. I also kind of delved into the Kylie lip kit thing as well, and I like those better than I like these, but the colors are too dark, which is a problem for me because I'm so pale. I want something that's going to suit me a little bit more than that. I just found that the kind of nuder colors that were supposed to be a bit more nude were too dark, so it is what it is. The Dolce color as well from the Stila liquid lipsticks, it has this weird kind of gold sheen to it, and I didn't like that either. So hey, it's just me, it's personal preference, but I didn't get along with these very well. So yeah, that's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a fair few products, I suppose, but I did really enjoy doing a little bit of shopping, and like I mentioned, I did get a discount on a lot of things, so I kind of took advantage of that, and that will kind of see me through for a little while. But there are still a few things in my collection that I still need to get rid of, so I will be doing a few more videos on that as well. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye!